Good morning friends, and welcome back to the class of operating systems. In the previous class we started with we saw some basics of paging, framing, and even we started discussing about virtual memory. In virtual memory we were discussing about demand paging. I know most of you may be busy with so many works because all of you are in home and we don't get that perfect environment to study. Maybe some of you may not be having a proper internet. I'm not talking about everyone, but some of may be having. So let me make it very clear. If you do not show any interest in watching these videos, then I think it is no useful. Why everyone has to put so much of effort in recording these videos, then upload it into the YouTubes and taking so much of trouble? So I humbly request you people, okay, the only reason why I'm not using Zoom app, because we are if we start using Zoom app, then we will become confined to some timings. So if I record it like this, then you can watch it during your free time. However, probably in the next week, okay, maybe on Wednesday, I'm planning to conduct one Zoom class or Zoom session where we will discuss about the doubts. Okay, we will so you can raise your doubts. So it will be basically an interactive session. Okay, so let us come back to this demand paging. It is this paging concept is similar to the concept of swapping, okay, what we discussed the earlier days. Okay, in swapping we completely swap the whole process. Okay, we take out one full process from the main memory and dump it into the backing store, or you can call it as a secondary memory. However, here in demand paging we do not just swap out the whole process. Instead we swap out only few pages. Okay, we swap in only few pages. What kind of what kind of pages? The pages which are required at this moment. Okay, so until and unless we require that page right now, okay, we will not bring it into the main memory. So this is called as a lazy swapping. Okay, lazy swapper means never swaps a page into the memory unless that page is needed right now. Okay, for example, if that page is needed after 2 minutes, we will not bring it into the memory. Okay, so it is called as lazy swapping. Apart from this, even we discussed about some basic concepts. Okay, then we were here about valid invalid bit. So if page needed and not memory resident, it means that we require that page now and it is not available in the memory. So what is the next step? Need to detect and load the page into the memory from the secondary memory. Okay, so you have to bring it in to the main memory from the secondary memory. Doing this, we have to take care that without changing the program behavior, means during this process program should not the current behavior of the program should not change without programming the next thing is we should not also trouble the programmer. Okay, he should not change the code. Okay, so without affecting these two, we have to do it, okay, in the background. Okay, so what is valid invalid bit? With each page table entry, we already know, we have discussed in the previous videos, a valid invalid bit is associated. So you can see V indicates valid, I indicates invalid. V means it is in memory, means currently right now that page is available in the main memory. Okay, I means currently it is not in the main memory. So if it is I, means we have to bring it in whenever, okay, that page is required. Okay, that at that point of time we should bring it into the main memory. Initially valid invalid bit is set to I on all the entries because none of the pages will be there. Okay, in the beginning, okay, none of the pages will be available in the main memory. Okay, everything will be there in the secondary memory itself. That's why all the pages belong to a particular process, okay, will have invalid bit only. During MMU address translation, if valid invalid bit is in page table entry is I, then it is called as page fault. Okay, during memory what is this MMU, that is memory management unit. Yeah, I think memory management unit address, it is basically a hardware which converts logical address space into physical address. Okay, logical address into physical address. So during this process, if valid invalid bit in page table entry is I, we call it as a page fault. Are you understanding me? What is a page fault? So during that process, during that time when the MMU is converting logical address into physical address, during that process, okay, if one particular page, okay, valid invalid bit is I, it indicates that it is a page fault. So I think, yeah, you can see here 0. So this is a page table, this is logical memory, this is a physical memory. So 0, okay, page 0 is in frame 4. Okay, page 0, the content of page 0 is A. Then page 1 is invalid. Okay, page 2 is valid. Page 2 is located in page 6. Okay, page 5 is located in, okay, frame 9. So rest all of them are invalid. Okay, rest of all of them are invalid, you can see here. However, you can see totally how many pages are there? 8 pages are there. So only 5 page, out of 8 pages, only 3 pages have got placed into the physical memory. Still 5 pages have to be placed. However, the invalid initially, it means that right now the CPU needs only these 3 pages. Okay, right now the CPU requires only these pages, page 0, page 2 and page 5. Remaining all will be, you can see here, all other pages are remaining in the hard disk, A, B, C, D, E, F. So whenever it is required, these pages will be brought into the physical memory, that is main memory. So this is what page table when some pages are not in main memory. So all the pages will exist in the secondary memory. Whenever it is required, they will be brought into the main memory. In this scenario, right now the CPU requires only 3 pages, okay, that are page 0, page 2 and page 5. That is, the contents of these pages are A, C and F. All other remaining pages are taking rest in backing store, or this is a backing store, or you can call it as a hard disk. Then what is a page fault? If there is a reference to a page, first reference to that page will trap to operating system. If there is a reference to a page, first reference to that page will always lead to, okay, will trap to the operating system. It is a page fault. Why? Because first time none of the pages will be available in the main memory. All the pages will be residing in the secondary memory only. So for the first time, okay, okay, suppose if there are 10 pages, then there will be minimum 10 page faults. Try to understand what I am speaking. If the logical address space of a process is divided into 10 pages, okay, then there will be minimum 10 page faults, because initially none of those pages will be available in the main memory. Okay, operating system looks at internal table in PCB, that is process control block, to decide invalid. If it is a invalid reference, then you can abort. One thing is, what is the meaning of invalid reference? In the sense that particular page does not belong to that particular process. If that is the case, then it is called as an invalid reference. For example, here this process, what are the pages? 0 to 7. So from A to H. Suppose if okay, if this process, I mean the CPU is accessing something, okay, CPU is accessing one page, for example 8th page whose content is J. However, J does not belong to this process. That is why you can call it as a invalid reference. So you can just abort the whole process itself. Then the second one is just not in a memory. So if it is not in a memory, means it is a page fault. So you can just bring that page into the main memory. So find free frame. So if there are 5 pages, then definitely there should be 5 free frames. Swap page into frame via scheduled disk operation. Reset tables to indicate page now in memory. Set validation bit is equal to V. Earlier, when that page was not there in the main memory, okay, that valid invalid bit used to be I. Now the page has already come into the main memory. So okay, valid invalid bit gets changed to V now. Earlier it has I. Now it becomes a valid page. Restart the instruction that caused the page fault. Once you restart the instruction, now it will not cause any page faults, because whatever pages it required is already in the main memory. So we will discuss this in the next video. Thank you.